My name is Nina Kim, and I'm a certified Reiki Master and certified massage therapist and founder of Psychedelic Reiki Massage and the Visionary School of Reiki. As a person, I'd consider myself a consciousness explorer and experience enthusiast, a lover of freedom, truth, and magic. Reiki, some people consider it primordial consciousness. It's the most basic and truest essence of life. And it comes from a Japanese word with rei meaning the universal all-encompassing aspect of energy, and ki is your life force energy. So it's the same energy that makes the leaves grow on the trees or the earth move around the sun. As a healing modality, it helps to harmonize and balance all systems of your body. It helps to heal on an emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual level. You know, if things are feeling blocked, it helps to move the energy through. If things are feeling more empty, it helps to send energy. So I consider it kind of like the ultimate chill out for your nervous system, in that it just brings everything back into balance. An analogy I like to use is it's like bringing your car to the car shop. It's, you know, getting a little tune-up, because inevitably as you experience life, there's different stress and emotions and challenging situations. Your energy centers can become blocked or depleted. So Reiki just helps to encourage more flow in your everything. So my parents were immigrants from Korea. My sister was born in Korea. I was born in Chicago. And I grew up in a pretty culturally conservative environment, a lot of tough love, a lot of expectations. My father is a Taekwondo grandmaster, and so it was a lot of discipline and rules. You know, I grew up with these expectations from my parents of, you know, just going to the best school, you know, getting the best job and things like that. So I have a joke with my friends that I'm basically everything my parents told me not to do. With a typical Reiki session, a client comes in and I offer them some tea and water. We get into just a bit of conversation, getting to know them. And then I ask if they know what Reiki is and if they've received a treatment before. I check in with them and see if there are any injuries or surgeries, things to know about their body, areas they don't like touched, and also if they have any focus areas or if they have an intention for the session itself. And then I invite them always into a safer space. So, you know, with healing sessions, things can come up. You know, healing can be vulnerable and messy and raw. So I encourage them, whatever anything comes up, it's all good. If they want to cry or laugh, or if they ever have a question, or if I can adjust anything to help their experience be more comfortable and relaxing, I invite them into that space. If it's a full Reiki session, the client stays clothed and they just lie on their back the whole time. And I start with the Reiki invocation, which is a Reiki intention or prayer that I say out loud so we can connect on that intention. And then I start with a body scan, which just feels like hands laying still on their body just to feel what their energy feels like. And then we move into the treatment, which feels like hands laying still on the body. For a Reiki massage, the client is welcome to undress to the level of comfort, and they're always under a sheet so their body's covered. It starts with a Reiki infused massage, which is a massage infused with the Reiki energy, and we cover the whole body or specific areas if they'd like to focus on that. And then at some point I ask them to turn over and we end with just the Reiki, which will feel like hands laying still on your body. I really love combining both the elements of massage and Reiki because I feel like it's just a more holistic approach to the body, especially if people are experiencing pain or tension in their body. But also just a Reiki session can be more appropriate if people are feeling more in like an energetic funk or more sensitive to touch. So I like to offer the two options. Everybody interacts with Reiki in a unique way. Some people are more visual, so they see like images or colors or landscapes. Some people can be more auditory in that they hear words or phrases. Some people can feel more things. They feel like a tingly sensation. Usually during a session, people feel like, oh wow, it felt really like intense and opening, or they just feel like lighter in general. And they oftentimes just feel just like energy moving throughout their body. Oftentimes clients write that, they went home and had a good cry and big cathartic moment. And so, even if a session doesn't seem so intense, like right in that moment, it can be a build up to a larger experience. Whatever that may be, I always, encourage clients to just be open to whatever arising to arise. I moved to San Francisco with a broken heart. That was back in 2008. Just coming from a very restrictive and disciplined family, I was just kind of like super wild child, out of control. I got really deep into the party scene, drugs, not so nice people and things. It was interesting because I would have dreams and just feelings like I was really disconnected from my intuition at the time. In August 2011, I was in a near-death bicycle accident where I landed on my face and knocked out my front teeth and was unconscious for 7 minutes. And I was rushed to the hospital. I was in the emergency room, and I went through a 2-year grueling process of just getting better. I had to get braces, jaw surgery, gum surgery, and the doctors really didn't have any answers for me. I couldn't sleep at night. I was having really terrible dreams, and they put me through all the scans and tried to give me antidepressants, which I didn't want. And so I was really grateful to have connected with Reiki beforehand and just found that for my nervous system and for my own healing, it was really helpful in helping me with treating my PTSD, my post-traumatic stress disorder. I do ride a bike still. I was back on a bike the next day, so. Some energy healing sessions that I had, they can be super intensive and just kind of like throw you on your ass and you're like, what happened? And that can happen with Reiki too, but I feel like relatively as a modality, it's a more like a nourishing energy, like a nourishing and restorative energy. It's almost similar to like the energy a mother would give to a child. A Reiki session, you're essentially just channeling Reiki, and Reiki will just flow where it needs to go. It will flow like a river. I moved to Berlin when I was 30, and it was kind of my step away from this American hyper-capitalist work culture all the time. I didn't necessarily move to Berlin to do Reiki massage full-time. I just moved here more for the freedom. But everything I did was an experiment, and so in the beginning I was offering psychedelic Reiki massage at parties because I have a lot of friends who are DJs and party organizers, and everything just kind of snowballed really organically, and that then people wanted to come for sessions, that people that I didn't know. It was just kind of like the fate of the universe. In the same week I found out I had to leave my flat where I could do sessions. This opportunity to join the Holographic Healing Nest Healing Collective came. Everything just really took off because I had a space to do not only the treatments but also to start teaching courses as well. I integrate Reiki with everything that I do, it's essentially just integrating love energy. And so whether that's cooking a meal or watering my plants, even the hugs that I give, or the time that I spend with friends, like that's all just Reiki to me. But of course, they're shadow elements too, so there are some moments of my life that may not be so Reiki, and that's perfectly natural. And I feel like it's really important to embrace your shadow self too, and that not everything's just love and light all the time. Things can come up, and that's ultimately also for your highest good and evolution and healing as well too. I I would say everybody needs Reiki. Everybody can use a bit of an energy tune-up. One of the principles of Reiki is that it can do no harm. So even if you personally don't feel like you need Reiki, or if your body actually doesn't need Reiki, part of the intention is that it's just sent to the earth, and the earth needs as much Reiki as it can get, So the more people can connect to that, I feel like we can just live in a better world.